Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Tennessee Titans. My name is Lane. I do new rebuilds every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, so if you want to go check those out, they'll be there for you. But I am going to do a different format for this rebuild, so let me know what you like and don't like down in the comments below. So one of the changes I want to make is rather than looking at each and every player at the beginning of the rebuild, I want to look at the weaker points of the team, who they picked up in the offseason, the rookies, the quarterback, anybody I think is important enough to talk about. And the reason for that is because if you guys follow the NFL, if you play Madden, if you're watching this video, you know all the players. You can see their overalls on screen, their development, so no real point to do that. But let's start off by looking at the man of the hour, Marcus Mariota, 78 overall, star development, and as you can tell by the title of my... So one of the changes I want to make is rather than going over each and every player at the beginning of the rebuild, I want to look at the weaker points of the team, who they picked up in the offseason, the rookies, the quarterback, any other player I think is important enough to talk about. And the reason for that is because if you follow the NFL, if you play Madden, if you're watching this video, you know all these players. You can see their overalls on screen, their developments on screen. But let's start off by looking at the quarterback, the man of the hour, Marcus Mariota. He's a 78 overall, star development. And as you can tell by my coach's name, he will be gone after the season. And I can already tell if you're a Titans fan and you love Mariota, you're going to be clicking off. But I think most Titan fans are starting to see the light. See that he's not this great quarterback. He's a good quarterback, don't get me wrong, but he's not going to be worth all the money that they're going to have to pay him to keep him. And I wouldn't be surprised at some point this season Tannehill is starting. I'm just saying. I watched that Jaguar-Titan game the other night, and Mariota did not look good. So they picked up Adam Humphries, 78 overall, normal development. He turned down the Patriots to come here, which is just crazy, because he would fit so good with the Patriots. So was very surprising. I don't think he's this great receiver, but he is a good number 2 guy. They drafted A.J. Brown, 73 overall, normal development, 22 years old. He has 89 speed, 91 acceleration, 83 catching, 82 catch in traffic. I think he's going to be a great player. I thought he was going to go a lot earlier than he did. And honestly, I thought he was going to go to the Patriots because he's a great route runner, but I guess not. He's having a great season so far for the Titans, even with Mariota as their quarterback. They also have Corey Davis, who I don't think is living up to his potential, in my opinion. I don't know if it's a Mariota thing, if it's a Corey Davis thing, but he's an 81 overall, star development, 24 years old, so hopefully he can step up, especially once Mariota's gone after the season. They also signed the left guard, Roger Saffold, who's an 83 overall. He got 4 years, $25 million at 31 years old. I don't really get it. Doesn't make sense to me. He's going to start regressing big time in Madden. He'll probably be under an 80 after this season, which is not good. They also have Jones, who's 30 years old, and they drafted Nate Davis, 65 overall, normal development, 22 years old. 84 strength, 70 run block, 67 pass block. I'm going to try to give him time to develop, but I'm not going to really be counting on him to be a starter this whole rebuild. We're going to have to wait and see. Delaney Walker should retire after a year or two, but definitely the weakest point of this offense is Marcus Mariota, in my opinion. We're going to have to draft a quarterback in this draft or sign somebody. But let's go look at that defense, which is really good. I hope that we can draft a good quarterback because this defense is being wasted with Mariota. There is not many weak points. I love it. At the moment, Urban is a weak point, but they have Jeffrey Simmons listed as an end. I don't really get that. He was drafted as a defensive tackle, so we have to wait and see where he goes. We'll check him out in 1 second. He's out for the season. They did sign Cameron Wake, who's 37 years old, so he's going to be gone after this season. Madden does not like players 35 and above. They drafted Hooker, who's a 68 overall, normal development, 21 years old. 88 speed, 69 zone, 70 tackles, 69 pursuit. So there's not much we have to do to this defense. The linebackers are good, the defensive line's good, the cornerbacks, the safeties are awesome. But let's go check out Simmons real quick. He's listed as a left end, and I don't get it. I'm looking at a website right here. It says defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons. He's a 74 overall, hidden development. He has 76 power moves, 67 finesse, 73 speed, 84 acceleration. Marcus Mariota, don't let the door hit you on the way out. You are long gone. We are 2-6 in the midseason mark. Texans are in first place at 5-3. Who have we been losing to? The Browns make sense. The Colts make sense. We lost to the Falcons by 4. We lost to the Bills by 3. The Chargers and the Buccaneers. I mean, come on, Mariota. What are we talking about here? Just doesn't make sense. I'm going to tell you who I'm going to re-sign. I'm just not going to go over all the contracts and everything. I think I'm going to try to bring back Derrick Henry. Probably Logan Ryan as well. Goodbye, Marcus Mariota. Goodbye. Conklin I'll bring back. Sharp I'll probably bring back. Woodyard no. Tannehill no. Correa I will bring back. Everybody else I'm not too sure about, but it's not really a big deal. I know how this is going to go. We ended the season at 8-8. I'm sure he had great stats. 4,200 yards, 33 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, but I'm not falling for it. You started the season 2-6. You lost to the Bills. You lost to the Chargers and the Buccaneers. It's not happening. You're gone. Sorry. Dion Lewis, 741, 6 touchdowns. Henry with 6. Receivers, Humphreys, almost 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns. Wow. I guess that's what you get for not going to the Patriots and coming here. I don't know. Corey Davis, 800 yards, 4 touchdowns. Sharp, 744 with 5. Walker with 3. Dion Lewis with 1. On defense, 106 tackles by Jackson, 102 by Brown. Sack totals, 7.5 for Casey, 5 for Wake, 4.5 for Landry, 4 for Jones. Interceptions, 4 for Brown, 2 for Vaccaro, 1 for Byard, 1 for Sims. Now, what do we have for awards? Mariota's going to be up here. You know that. Wow, number 2. Watson, number 1. I'm not falling for it. I'm sorry. I just need to ignore it. It's not there. They didn't do that well. I don't know what he's talking about. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Any other Titans? No. Bell's up there. Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller. Yeah, don't think so. Brown, number 5. Nobody else. Offensive Rookie of the Year. A.J. Brown, maybe? No. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Do we have Hooker? We do not. That's kind of disappointing. Not going to lie. Now, what do we have for XP? Mariota's going to have like 5 too, right? 2. He's going to be an 80. No, I'm not bringing back an 80 overall quarterback. I'm sorry. It's not happening. 2 for Corey Davis. 2 for Humphreys. 3 for A.J. Brown. Nothing really on the offensive line. I like Nate Davis with 3, but doesn't really mean anything. On defense. Oh, man. What about Hooker? Hooker got 3. He'll be a 72. I mean, Evans with 2. Landry with 2. That's nothing really special. 2 for Jackson. This will be a number 1 guy. 1 for Butler. Shame what happened to him, by the way. All right, let's go find out who's going to win the Super Bowl. The Browns beat the Bears 31-28. Now, Derrick Henry did turn us down. Also, Sharp turned us down, but that's not a big deal. We have about $20 million in cap space. Hunt is there. Chris Jones is there. That might be the pickup. Kendall Fuller, we don't need. Daniels, Hooper, Ngakoue, Aguilar, Barry, Darby, Marcus Peters. Okay, I'm going to make some moves. I'll show you what I did after. Look at Mariota. He's getting 69 points from the Raiders. I'm not the only person who doesn't want him on the team for that much money. So I signed Chris Jones to a 4-year, $54 million contract and the left outside linebacker Kruger Hill because Cameron Wake did retire, but we got him for cheap money. The question is, do we go with Justin Herbert or Jake Fromm? And I think the answer is Justin Herbert. Let's take him. He's a 79 overall, hidden development, 22 years old. 93 throw power, 81 deep accuracy, 85 medium, 89 short. So here are all the players that I drafted. Obviously, you saw Justin Herbert. In the second round, we got right outside linebacker Curtis Weaver. 74 overall, hidden development. I think he'll be a great player. In the third, we got Williams, the center, 71 overall. But our 5th, 6th, and 7th round picks weren't all too great. So I was looking at all the contracts of my older players, and none of them are going to be free agents, which is good and bad. Good because they're going to be on the team, bad because they're going to be on the team. So just going to have to deal with that. But nothing really changed on offense other than the center, who's a 71 overall. On defense, Jeffrey Simmons is star development, 78 overall. Hasn't put his face in the game for some reason. But I think we're looking real good on defense. So let's go to the midseason mark. Okay, so at the midseason mark, we are in 3rd place at 4-4. The Jaguars and the Texans are 5-2. We lost to the Chargers. I saw that right there. Lost to the Bears. That makes sense. Lost to the Jaguars. Lost to the Colts again. Kind of unbelievable. All right, I mean, that's not bad, 4-4. I don't know if we're going to make the playoffs this year. Now, who's going to be a free agent other than Delanie Walker? I was going to trade Delanie Walker away. Bringing back Jackson, bringing back Davis, Brown. Jones will let him walk. Smith, I'll bring him back. Obviously, Kruger Hill can leave. Okay, so not many players, but how much money do we have, actually? Because Adoree Jackson's going to want a lot. 32.2. That's fine. Of course, we didn't make the playoffs. How did we do? We came in last place at 7-9. How did the Jaguars go 12-4? Who is their quarterback? We're going to have to look into that. Herbert, 4,200 yards, 32 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So basically the exact same as Mariota for a lot cheaper. That's awesome. Henry, 864, 14 touchdowns. Receiving, Humphreys, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Davis, 1,000 with 8. Walker, 788 with 6. Sharp, 3 touchdowns. Lewis with 5. A.J. Brown had nothing. Very disappointing. On defense, Brown, 102 tackles, 100 for Evans. Sack totals, 7 for Jones, 5.5 for Landry, 3.5 for Casey. What about awards? What do we have? MVP Deshaun Watson. Mariota up here. Why is Andrew Luck still in the game? I don't understand it. And I can't lower his overall. He's not in the game until you start a franchise. It is the worst. Is Mariota up here? He is not. Coach of the year. Why would we be up here? AFC Offensive Player of the Year. So I'd have to sign him and then cut him and then have to, what? It's just, I lose money if I did that. So we're just going to have to deal with it until they take him out of the game, which is just unbelievable. There we are, number 9. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Any Titans? No. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Herbert. I love to see that. Number 2 on the Jaguars. Interesting. Any other Titans? No. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Bryce Hall's there. No Titans, but that's all right. Not a big deal. Now, what did Herbert get for XP, and what is his development? I'm hoping Superstar. It is Superstar. 5 XP. Awesome. 4 for Williams. He'd be a 75. Davis up to a 71. I almost said 31. We have 1 for Davis, 2 for Humphreys, who's going to be gone sooner rather than later. 1 for Brown. Sharp with 1. What about on defense? Simmons with 1, Jones with 1, 2 for Evans and Landry, 2 for Brown. 2 for Hooker's not bad. Nothing really for our corners, not that we really have to worry about that all too much. But let's go find out who's going to win that Super Bowl. Wow, Tua and the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Seattle Seahawks 24-21. All right, not very realistic, but all right. Fitzpatrick, Corey Davis turned us down at the midseason mark. I think that's about all we want to bring back, right? Maybe Kruger, Hill, but I don't really see it. I forgot actually to look at Weaver as well. I don't know what to offer him. He wanted more salary, but I don't know. He's a good player, but I don't know if he's 4 years, $8 million worth, but I guess he is. Let's actually go see what Weaver has as a development. I completely forgot about that. Hoping a good amount. Did Delaney Walker leave? He did. Okay, he retired. That's fine. Oh, he has star development, 5 XP points. Perfect. We have negative 1.61 in cap space. Who's taking up all this money? I imagine like Casey, some of the corners. Can we cut anybody who could cut Casey and save a lot of money? But I'd rather trade him at that point. Yeah, we could probably trade him before the start of next season or in this offseason right here. Butler we could cut. And Butler I think we're going to cut, right? We're not going to be able to trade a 74 overall guy. So let him go. Goodbye. Save that money. That's a lot of money right there. Going to be a loss, but not the biggest loss. Lewin's there. No. Byard, we're not going to cut. Logan Ryan, we're not going to cut, obviously. Dion Lewis, goodbye. So long. Probably should have cut him last year, but that's not a big deal. Down to a 79 overall. I think other than that, we're good. So now we probably have like $7 million. What do we have? $13 million. Tunzel's there. That would be so crazy. If the Texans traded 2 first-round picks and he just walked away, he's going to be able to get whatever he wants for money. So that's not going to happen. Stanley's there. Ooh, a lot of good players. All right, I'm going to make some moves. I'll show you what I did. So I signed McKinley to a 2-year deal worth $16 million so we could trade away Casey. I also got Sidney Jones to replace Malcolm Butler. Now, I think this was a really good draft. In the first round, I took a left guard, Rich Green, 77 overall, but he has normal development. But look at this second round guy. Procell, 77 overall, hidden development, 92 strength, 77 run block, 78 pass block. He's going to be great. I took a strong safety, Carter, 67 overall, and center Maynard, 65 overall. The rest weren't all too great. So I put Casey and Saffold on the trade block. There's only trade offers for Casey, though. 5 and a 7, 6 and a 7, 4 and a 5. Interesting. I guess we have to go with a 4 and a 5 with Okery. Why not? Okery's a good guy. The reason I put Saffold on the trade block is he's down to a 78 overall, and I'd rather Procell starting, so I almost want to cut him. I don't know what that's going to cost us for a penalty. Oh, $6 million, $4 million? I'll save 6? Sure, goodbye. Just get out of here. Don't want you on the team. Let's do another auto-align or generate best lineup. He is starting now. That is good. So the offense is looking real good as an 80 overall team. Humphrey's up the superstar, which is kind of crazy. I don't ever see that happening. On defense, we're looking real good. No weak spots. Byard's up the superstar. The defensive line stars across the board. We're in great shape. Let's go to the midseason mark. Okay, that's not bad. At the midseason mark, we're 4-3, tied for first place with the Texans. Okay, but the Jags and the Colts are 3-4, so a little concerning. Who did we lose to this time around? We lost to the Jags and the Texans. Hate to see that. Lost to the Seahawks. Okay, you don't like to lose to your division rivals, but okay, I guess we could deal with that. Harold Landry is going to be a free agent. Who else is there? What do we have for money? Evans is there. Logan Ryan, we could probably let him walk now. Not much, though. The big question is, what do we have for money? 31.3? Easy. Unbelievable. We didn't make the playoffs. We went 7-8-1. What is going on with this team? Is it just a Titans thing? It's not even Mariota? Herbert, 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Great year. Henry, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, 6 for McPhee. Receiving, Humphreys, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. Smith, 969 with 11. Davis, 966 with 8, 3 for Sharp. Hey, A.J. Brown with a touchdown. It's about time on defense. Evans, 114 tackles. Brown, 113. Adoree Jackson, 104. Sack totals, 10.5 for Jeffrey Simmons, 9 for McKinley, 8 for Landry, 6 for Evans and Jones. Interceptions, 7 for Jackson, 2 for Ryan, 1's to go around. 7 interceptions? He better be up there on that Defensive Player of the Year. Cam Newton with the MVP. Trubisky, number 2. Herbert at 4. I love to see that. Mariota, buddy, where are you? We're not going to be up here. Of course, Anthony Lynn. The Chargers always move. I have to turn that off. The Pioneers with the MVP. So silly. Herbert at number 3. No other Titans. Defensive Player of the Year. Jackson at 3. All right. We also have Evans at number 6. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We have McPhee. We have Ridgeway. Nobody else. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We have nothing, but that's all right. Drafted a lot of offensive linemen. Now, what do we have for XP? I'm hoping year 4, year 5. That's when we're going to make a little run right here. So Herbert's going to be up to an 88. 3 for Green. Procell has star development with 4. 2 for Williams. This offensive line's looking great now. 2 for Humphreys. I know that Lawan's getting up there in age, by the way, so he's going to start regressing, but we'll deal with that. 4 for Simmons. 2 for McKinley. What else? 2 for Weaver up to an 81. 1 for Landry, which is kind of crazy as superstar development, but all right. Pretty good amount to go around. The Cowboys beat the Texans 30-24. All right. Dak Prescott is a Super Bowl champion. Glasgow, we don't want. Taylor can leave. Logan Ryan down to a 76. He was an 80. Yeah, I don't want any of these guys. Ooh, we can cut Lawan and save $10 million. I'm going to have to see who's there first. So I signed cornerback Daryl Worley for a 1-year deal for $5.94 million. I also picked up Davenport for a 1-year deal. There weren't many players that I wanted to get, so I kept Lawan on the team and signed these 2 guys. So this draft is kind of a mixed bag. Our first round pick, though, was awesome. Quarterback Frampton, 78 overall, hidden development, 22 years old. 92 speed, 68 man, 82 zone, and 73 player rec. Then I drafted a receiver, Brock, 68 overall, center, Bowens, a 66 overall. The rest are kind of just like mediocre players. Look at that. Herbert and Humphreys are up to Superstar X Factor. We have an 80 overall team, and we are looking real good. I'm sure we'll miss the playoffs somehow because Madden hates me. Simmons up to Superstar. This is awesome. Where are the weak points? Middle linebacker 2? Not really. He just has normal development. I guess strong safety Vaccaro is getting up there in age, but that's not a huge deal. You hate to see it. At the midseason mark, we are 3-4 in 3rd place. Texans 6-2, Colts 5-3. I mean, who are we losing to? I'm assuming it's the Texans, Jaguars, or the Colts. Texans, Colts. No Jaguars? We haven't played the Jaguars yet. When do we play the Jaguars? Basically, back-to-back, we play the Pioneers, Salt Lake City Pioneers. What a weird name. All right, Adam Humphries is going to be a free agent. I'm probably just going to let him walk at this point, even though he is an 84, maybe not. McKinley's there. Simmons is there. We have $60.2 million. Whoo, boy. Okay, we can make this happen. I don't get it. How are we missing the playoffs again? We went 7-9 coming in last place. What, the 4th straight year? 3rd straight year? Something like that. Texans 11-5. Colts 11-5. I know these teams are good, but come on. Herbert, 4,600 yards, 43 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Incredible. Henry, 981, 6 touchdowns. Receiving, Humphreys, 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns. Davis, 1,100 yards with 10. Smith, 709 with 5. Sharp with 5. Henry with 2. A.J. Brown, 2 catches, 21 yards. On defense, Brown, 122 tackles. Sack totals, 15.5 for McKinley, 8 for Jones, 5.5 for Weaver. Interceptions, 3 for Jackson. Where's our rookie? How did he do? Worley's going to be a free agent, so we're just going to let him walk, which isn't a big deal. Let's see. What do we have for XP? 3 for Herbert. We actually didn't check out the awards. We'll do that in a second. There he is. Frampton. He has 3. He'll be an 81 with star development. Okay, I kind of get it now, but at the same time, not really. Let's take a look, though. Herbert has to be top 2 for MVP. Okay, top 3. Close enough. What else do we have here? No other Titans, right? Nope. Coach of the year, we won't be there. Offensive player of the year, Herbert at 2. Nothing. Defensive player of the year, McKinley at 3. I like to see that. No other Titans. Offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. We have Frampton at 6. I thought he'd do way, way better than that, but as our number 4 corner, it's not a huge deal. Let's go find out who's going to win the Super Bowl. The Colts beat the Seahawks 28-21. All right. Now, somebody turned us down. Will Greer's there. Don't want that. Sharp can go. It was A.J. Brown. That's who turned us down. We have 19.5. You wanted more salary. So we'll make this happen. We have $13.5 million in cap space. And I think we're going to make some stuff happen this time around. So I signed Ito Smith, Taylor Rapp, and Mike Gesicki. We needed Rapp. We gave him 4 years, $26.2 million. So I think I had a really good draft. In the first round, I took left outside linebacker Rutherford. He's a 74 overall, hidden development. He has 74 tackles, 77 hit power, 83 speed, 84 acceleration. In the second round, I took left end Belser. He's a 72 overall, normal development. In the third round, I took receiver Foster, 66 overall. But the rest of the draft, I don't think it was all that bad. 57, 59, 59, 57, 58. I mean, can't really expect much better those late rounds. This defense is looking as good as ever. Herbert's up the superstar X factor. Humphries as well. Corey Davis up the superstar. The offensive line's looking good. On defense, Jackson 88, which is awesome. McKinley up the superstar. I mean, there's no weak points on this team. But we're still not going to make it. You know that. I know that. Let's go there. Yes, we finally made the playoffs at 11-5. I feel like we're going to go on a good run right here. Jaguars and Texans 8-8. Let's take a look at the stats. Herbert, 4,400 yards, 49 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Awesome. Henry, 796, 10 touchdowns. Corey Davis, 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. Humphries, 887 with 14. Smith, 882 with 8 touchdowns. A.J. Brown, 648 with 6. Smith, 4 touchdowns. Gesicki with 3. On defense, Brown, 106 tackles. Sack totals, 11.5 for McKinley, 9 for Jones, 6 for Simmons. Interceptions, 5 for Jones, 4 for Rapp and Frampton, 3 for Jackson. Now, let's take a look at the yearly awards. Josh Allen with the MVP. Herbert at number 2. Have not seen Mariota in sight, and that is very surprising. Coach of the Year, there we are at number 5. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, we're number 3 now for some reason. Defensive Player of the Year, any Titans? Nope. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we have Hayes at 7. Nothing else. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we have Alden number 10, but nothing really too special. In the first round, we drafted an outside linebacker that we didn't really need, but there wasn't much anything. Like, there was some running backs there, there was some quarterbacks there, but we didn't really need that. Herbert's going to be up to a 96. The offensive line's going to be almost 80s and above. LeBron's, though, but that's all right. A.J. Brown's going to be up to an 80. What about on defense? Let's see. Well, Rutherford has 6 XP points up to an 80. That's awesome. Frampton has 2, will be an 83. I mean, we're in great, great shape. Let's upgrade the team, and then we're going to hop into the game. And away we go. Can we beat the Baltimore Ravens? It is not looking good so far. They are up 10-0. Put some points on the board. Okay, I wanted more than 3. Please get a touchdown. 17-6 at halftime. 17-9. 24-9. Okay, it's 24-16. 27-16. I mean, make a stop. Oh, we have lost the game. 27-22. You hate to see it. Man. Herbert, 352. You threw in interceptions. He had 2 touchdowns. Jackson, 264, 2 touchdowns. Jacobs, 111 with a touchdown. Henry with 40. Humphries, 8 for 139 with a touchdown. Davis, 74 with a touchdown. Andrews with a touchdown. Sharp with a touchdown. Nothing else too exciting. I want to find out what our Rutherford's development's going to be. I think it might be Superstar X Factor. Oh, no, he has star development. That's all right, though. But I think we built a pretty good team. No real weak points. 80s or above. I'm not really sure why we missed the playoffs. 89 offense, 87 defense. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I guess our left tackle isn't an 80, but it's not really a major concern. But that is going to be it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a like down below. Make sure to check out my channel, subscribe for more content. Hit that bell to be notified when all my videos go live. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.